This morning, the former Climate Change Minister in the Labour Green New Zealand government and the current NZ Green Party co-leader, James Shaw, walked into the Moana Blue Pacific Pavilion.
Obviously the biggest debate at this COP is going to be around the phasing out of fossil fuels. Is that a full phase out? Is it phase down? What happens with things like carbon capture and storage? Do we allow that to mean that you don't need to stop putting pollution into the atmosphere in the first place and so on? I do hope that Aotearoa New Zealand does take a strong stand to say, actually, we just need to stop putting this into the atmosphere in the first place. Yes, we do need to pull down, so much of what we've already put up there, but the best thing that we can do right now is to just stop putting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And so I think our government and all governments should be adopting that position. Obviously, we are an overshoot, right? And reasonably, high, and emissions around the world are still going up. So that is not good news. At the same time, the kind of levels of commitments and the actions that countries are starting to take is starting to make a difference and is getting us closer to the 1.5 to 2 degree sort of zone, but we're still a long way short of where we need to be, and that means we really do need to double down. This is my 7th COP, and in fact I was in the closing days of Copenhagen, which obviously went very badly, and I was very lucky as an opposition MP to observe the Paris talks that led to the Paris Agreement, so that was the big breakthrough. And my sense is that the world has just changed enormously since the Paris Agreement was signed. I mean, it is incredibly frustrating. We're not making nearly the kind of progress that we need to be making, but we are actually moving forward, and that is a good thing. So, I kind of see all of this as, every COP does build in some small way, at least on the one before, and I suspect this one will be no different.
We are all wondering what the National Party for New Zealand government will have to say in regards to climate change.
Greens want to see Aotearoa continue to amplify the Pacific's voice, and we know that the Pacific has 13 priorities here, which I won't list, but I do hope that our new government sees fit to continue to support the Pacific by supporting those priorities. So I'm attending as an opposition MP, and it's a bit of a tradition in New Zealand that the Minister of Climate Change of the day invites one or more of the opposition MPs who are climate change spokespeople for their party to come along as observers. Now, I handed in my ministerial warrant on Monday, and Simon Watts from the National Party is the new climate change minister, and so I'm here as his guest at this COP.
As James Shaw mentioned, we're hopeful that Aotearoa's new government will continue to support and amplify the Pacific's voice when it comes to climate change and resilience. This is Mareva Cameron for Pacifica TV.